What's up there, fellow YouTubers? This is Chris from the Anomalies channel. Alright, this is the second part. I told you guys in my last video, which was called the Above Ground Tunnels and Structures Found in Apollo 17 Picture. I told you if there was a panorama, and I'm pretty sure there was one, but I didn't know. So I said, let me check it out. If I do find one, I'll do a second part. Well, I found one. Here's the second part. It's pretty cool, not as quite as exciting as the last one, and for good reason, because of what's in the picture. But let me just take a quick time out to answer a couple of viewers' questions. It started from, because I was doing it since, well, it's been about maybe 2 months, a little over 2 months I've been uploading videos. And I've had people, right up to a couple days ago asking me, well, why would they fake these pictures? Why would they, how do we know they're real? Oh, they're not real. Or, just different varieties of, either why would they lie? Why would they doctrine up the pictures? Why would they, And the truth is, I don't really know. I don't know what their motives are. But I can tell you this, and a lot of people say, well, heck, these could be in the deserts, of our own, Earth. It could be Arizona desert. It could be anywhere. And you know what? They could be very well right. I think at this point, because nobody really knows for sure, anybody could be correct. But I want everybody to think of this, too. You got to think of the whole, you got to look at the whole picture as, just kind of like pull it apart and analyze it and the situation itself. The reason why I say that is think of it this way too. I don't know if anybody's seen this or whatever, but I think it was in either the mid 70s, late 70s, somewhere in the early 80s. 2020 did a show, and it was on the hoax of our, man mission to Mars. And they said that it was a hoax, it was staged, blah, blah, blah. And I think it was in one of these, I don't know if it was a tabloid magazine or if it was just a regular magazine. I don't recall now. But in the picture, it showed up in the upper right corner. Now, keep in mind, it showed the lunar escape, the landscape, as well as the lunar rover itself. And it showed up in the very upper right corner, which was all dark. It showed, and I had it highlighted where it showed a steel girder. So people said, well, yeah, it's right there. It's staged. Okay. Is it possible that they were conditioning we the people all along? This is the opposite side of the thought about why would they go out, hiding it. Wouldn't it be easy for them just to come out and, just make their own picture instead of manipulating the real ones? Well, yes and no, because the software, you can actually determine whether it's a real picture or not, or if it's or if it's like a fake picture, period. And there's plenty of pictures where I've seen they look cartoonish. But there's a good reason why they do that, because there's a ton of crap in these pictures. And one of these videos coming up, you're going to see that. It's going to be like, what? Yeah, it's wild. But it's still a base picture, meaning it's still a real picture. They just really doctored it up and they made it look like a piece of artwork instead of actual detailed picture, real picture. So you got to think of it both ways. If they, let's assume that they've actually conditioned we the people. Think about that a minute. Well, so you're trained to say, well, I don't believe a thing NASA says because they faked the moon mission. So what you guys are showing in your pictures, I believe, is a bunch of crap anyway. Maybe that's what they want us to think. Think about that a minute. If it gives them a chance to say, hey, these guys are going to say, hey, if they think we faked the moon mission, anything they see in these pictures now, they're going to think it's fake as well. So we can continue on doing our thing, and they can believe what they want. So there's two sides to the way that thought. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, just figured this would be something you guys can think about. This is what I mean by faked. It looks like they took this picture, overlaid it to this one. Now, I've seen plenty of pictures where I've pulled apart. There's actually something, either this is actually something, or there's some 2 or 3 things on it. Like my last video, there was actually tunnels and stuff, and it was probably one of the wildest videos I've done where it actually shows this anomaly, and it's pretty darn clear. Colorful and clear on one of these mountains. But what they do is they glaze them out, or they kind of like make this contrasted out so bad that you couldn't see a detail if you wanted to. Hence the reason why I flip these things and really scrutinize them. But you can see the difference between looks like a normal landscape and faked. I think what they do is this is whatever, it might be another anomaly. But they just really go out of their way to really dress it up. I think this is real, that's fake. And they just put it together and you just look at it and you go, that doesn't even make sense. But regardless, let me jump into this. This is the actual picture here. This is the panorama I wanted to show you guys. Now, what I did was It should be, yeah, this is the Shorty Crater one. This is your Shorty Crater. The last video, is from this area here, down across this crater, and back up. That's about what I showed you last time. And it was right here where I had this here, went down here. Now keep in mind, when I inverted this, these mountains were black. Okay? But you can see it had something here, and it went across, went down, and then as soon as I got to here, I couldn't see much of anything, and that was the end of that. But this is where the tunnels were. See them right here? Right here? Okay. Then it went up, and you can still see that little anomaly, only it's so small now in this picture, and you can barely see anything. But I showed you any of that anomaly, what looked like tunnels running all the way up. Okay. You know what's really wild? I just noticed this now. Looks like more tunnels going up and down this one. But it's so far off, you wouldn't be able to see it anyway. But anyway, so anyway, I did this. I looked at this other one, and I was a little puzzled by this too. This is what I'm seeing. I'm just looking at this picture. I'm going, what? How do people look at this and not see this stuff laying around? I can see this 1, 2, 3 all over here. Oh my God! And there's actually something in this mountain. It's right there. It's oval shaped. I don't know if you guys can see that, but let me just zoom in just a little bit. Look at this. Right here, and it's this weird looking thing. I don't know. Right there. It's round. It's ghosted out. There's something sitting right there on this side of this mountain. See it? Something round. Something over here. It's got like this weird shape right here. See it right on the mountain? But it's ghosted out? Exactly my point. This is what they go out of their way to do. They just do everything they can to doctor this stuff out. Alright. Here's our boy here. Now it shows it right here. And it reads as follows. Apollo 17 Lunar Module pilot Harrison Smitt is dwarfed by the Shorty Crater close to the spot where he discovered some orange soil. I got news for you. They're not up there for soil. You know, I don't care what they say. Because I'm looking at this here and I'm just going, oh my God, I can just see this stuff is laying right there. I mean, look at this. This is what's crazy. I don't even have to just zoom into the picture, guys. Don't even bother to do anything to the picture. You can see what looks like either A, structures, whatever it is. It just runs over to here and you can just see it's blurred. See it all? It's just all blurred out. It's just it's a mess, but you can see something right here. There's some straight lines, and it's pixelated and everything else. But this is what I was talking about, too. Look how perfectly straight this line is. Yeah. No, that hasn't been doctored up at all. Back here, it looks like some kind of weird opening. Like the seed vault. I think they have it in, what is it, Antarctica? I think it's in Antarctica. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but you can see what looks like this weird opening. And it has this roof kind of thing, and it kind of goes up, and you don't see it anymore. It actually might run all the way up here, because it looks like you can see like this little gray strip running all the way up here. But that's it. That's the last you see of it. But look at this, how perfectly flat that is. Come on. So these are two different pictures overlaid. What's funny about it is they have this here. I'll show you this here in a little bit, but this actual piece right here looks like an actual pot of, it's like arched, but there's actually has a piece coming off of it, and it actually runs under this ground line. How is that possible? That's how I'm saying it's like, this might be the whole picture, but what they do is they took one pot, like the foreground pot, doctored up the back pot, and then slapped it all back together. Come on, if we get simple things like Photoshop, I'm sure they get tons of crap that would just blow our stuff away. I know they blow my stuff away. But I'm just going to back up here a little bit. Okay, now keep in mind, this I call this the little two-piece Twinkie. And the reason why I call it that is because it actually will look like two little pieces. Okay? There's something in this crater. There's something right here, which actually looks... And this, believe it or not, guys, this is the second time I'm doing this video. Because every time I look at it, I just see something different. Well, more detailed, I should say. This right here looks like some kind of like well or tower or like water tower or something, or weird kind of thing. Not a tower per se, but just like just sitting on the ground. Picture a figure 8, but only the outside of it. Looks like it's here, comes out to here. There's like slotted areas right there. 1, 2. There's actually something right here. Okay. This right here actually looked like some sort of platform in my last one I did. And then I looked it over again and it has too much symmetrical lines to it. So, now keep in mind, this looks like some kind of vehicle of some sort, because you don't see it right now. But look how close he is to this thing. What is he, 30, 35 feet away from it? And how about all of this mess back here? 60, 70 feet tops? But there's actually something looks right here. Looks like a giant wood hook, screw hook kind of thing. There's something right here. And you'll see this thing, watch this. I'm just going to brighten it and contrast it. Okay. So now you go, okay. Alright, but there's a reason why I did this. I'm trying to brighten this thing up to really show some detail. Let's blur it up a little bit. Get rid of some of this pixels. Okay, even the way it is now, you can see something comes across, comes down, goes across, comes down. There's like some kind of circle thing, another little circle. And then it just, there's 1, 2, 3. Goes around, there's 1, 2 here, circles. And look at this lines, there's like different areas, there's lines. Look at this right here. Now let me sharpen it up a bit. Okay. See what I mean? There's this weird, like one here. Goes up like here, slants up, then goes back down. And then I don't know what happens over here, but it's like it's just wrecked. Okay? Same thing with this area here. Like I said, it's got this weird arch. You can see it right there kind of vaguely, but it's right there. And it's got something right here, something right here. But look at the way this thing runs off. It's got like this strap kind of thing. And it goes right into the ground where this is supposed to be solid ground. It doesn't even make sense. This is what I want you guys to see too. Whoops, my bad. Get rid of that. Contrast it up a little bit more. Let me just go back here just a little bit. You can see this right here, and it's got sections right here. Just like I just showed you, it's slanted right here, goes across and goes back down. Okay. It's got these weird straps kind of thing. Okay. There's something right here that's, I don't know what that is. But see how it's got like this weird strap here and another one here. See how it's got like a little arch? Okay. Now keep all of this stuff in mind. I'm telling you what these details I'm seeing. Like I said, it looks like this weird arch here, 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 here. And then it goes to this part over here. Okay. Now I'm going to contrast it up a little bit more. Try to bring in a little bit more detail. See how now it looks like this two-piece little thing right here? Again, 30, 35 feet away. Look at this, something starting to come out right here, starting to pop out. Something right in here starting to pop out. Right here. Okay. All right. Let's blur it up a little bit more again. Okay. See how like there's weird things right here, laying right here, something. Okay. There's something right here. It's got a round circle. It's got something sitting inside this little, what looked like a crater. Okay. This is what's weird too. Check this out. Suddenly it looks like it's got this weird platform thing going on. I don't know if you guys can see that, but look, see how it like runs all along? Goes across, and here's that thing laying down, or something coming out of this area. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me just back out a little bit. Okay. See how it looks? It looks like it's got this weird platform thing now. And it runs across. You can actually see it right over here. But look at all this way inside here. What is that? And whatever it is, it looks like something here, and then it kind of crumbles and just kind of goes behind this ridge here. But, okay. Now let me just invert it. And this is what I noticed too. I don't know if you guys noticed this already, but this is kind of strange. This is not a rock. This is not a rock. Look at this. Right here, you can see something that goes down. Something's got like, it looks like this rectangular opening, and they just kind of doctored up to make it look like something like a rock. Invert it. See, like it's got this weird opening right there. Yeah, that's not a rock. Now, here's the weird thing. When you invert this, now see all of this right here, this whole, I think this is all one solid structure or multiple structures, but when you invert it, you're going to see more of this now, the inside of this, which makes it look like many little things. See it? But that may be just a lighter part of this actual, whatever this is. But see how it shows like this right here, comes around, goes down, comes underneath, goes around, goes over to here, comes down. But you can see what it does. It goes up, takes a step up, comes over. It's got this circle. Okay. Over here. Overshot it just a little bit too much here. But you can see right here, it actually shows like this right here. Whoops. Keep doing that. I think I'm in paint here. I'm going to stop doing that. Arched over. It's got this strap coming down, but it looks like it goes past this ground. There's another one here. It's got this, and it looks like, you know, like a strap here or some kind of thing. Here's this weird thing. This is what I thought was, at first I thought this was a platform. It looked like a platform with just things sticking down. But now I'm seeing it this way here. Look at round. Something round here. Round here is too symmetrical, guys. This is not a rock. This is something in this picture. There's something right in there. But now it's now inverted, so now you don't see it. But now you can see it right here. It's brown or some kind of darker color with some kind of round thing sitting right in here. And this thing is still there. Look at round circle, round, round. There's something in this picture right there. Is it a spacecraft? Is it a metal pot? Is it, I don't know. Look at it. 1, 2. Comes down, and then of course there's something near this. I can't figure out what this is. It looks like it comes down. See, it looks like it comes from here and then down, but yet it looks like a crater. It's just weird when you look at this thing. This looks like there's another round thing here and another one on the outside there, and it's just flat. I don't know. Is it a machine pod? Is it some kind of weird spacecraft? Is it some kind? I don't know. But if I go back to just a regular blurred out, go back to this. In fact, let's do this. Let's resharpen just for the heck of it. Okay. Go back down to 50. Okay. All right. Let's just try to see if we can sharpen up just a hair bit. But see how, like, you just see that right there? Okay. Now we'll go back. Go back to inverting. Okay. So it's hard to tell now. Look at this item right here now. It's got this little short part what looks like a circle. Okay, it's separated right here, comes up, goes down. Now it looks like it's got some weird just round thing right there and goes across. Check this out. Now you can see this just a hair bit better. So the computer will catch up. See how like it's just got this weird shapes to it, like it's something round here, something round, leg, something right there, and one on the other. It's almost symmetrical, like it's like boom, right there in your face. Okay, like I said, it looks like these weird, it's like sections right here, and you can see an archway, and it's got something over it. See it? Now, this over here, these are what look like these little ramps or some kind of weird. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is some kind of weird building kind of thing. Goes across, like it's just one side and one side, and this, see, there's like these little squares. Let me do this. See how it's got 1, 2, and then it's like this. At least that's the way it looks on this part. It looks like there's 2 separate ones. But this weird shape goes across. Now I invert. Now it looks like an opening or something. Or it's just that flat piece. It goes across and has that, and that is the other. But, or if it's just like an opening to something. I don't know. Because we're inverting, that's what you want to do. You want to investigate both sides of this picture because they have a knack of doing that. They have a knack of hiding things on people. So, okay, now I'm going to jump back over to the other side just for a moment. Okay. Because I want to show you, I'm going to go over the part where I did on my first part. Okay. Now, when I said about that area right here and how the tunnel went down and then it kind of disappeared, I couldn't see it here. I don't know if it ran through underneath the ground and this was this one. I don't know if you remember that's why I said you got to watch the first one and then go back to this one. But when you see it here, goes over to here, and then it just disappeared. I couldn't see it anymore. But right here, it seems to split off. And then it goes up this way here, and you can see it. There's that other anomaly. And like I said, if you check out this first part, oh my God, it's like, it's amazing. Now look at this right here. This is what I'm talking about. They're hiding things on these so-called mountains. Look at this right here. What is that? That's a mountain? It looks like another tunnel type thing going around the mountains, going up and down. Now, is it? I don't know. It sure don't look like a natural mountain to me. But let me ask you guys a question. Is it possible that the way this goes like right here, comes down, and like I said, then when it goes over to here, joins here, it splits off. I said in my other video, it goes up here and it keeps going. Now, this is a wild part too. Let me just show you this real quick. You can actually see the line of this mountain come up. And then, like I said, all of these has like little structures and stuff like that. And it comes up. And you can see the line go down and then behind this one. Why is this right across? What's up with that? You know? And there's some other stuff in here that you really can't see too clearly. But let me ask you guys this simple question. I said in my other video, and I didn't see this part yet. Is it possible, when this goes down, here that it looked like that other tunnel or spacecraft or something? Okay, I said this is probably, who knows if this goes this way. Well, is it possible that that's the continuation going behind this ridge, and here it is? This is the other part of the tunnel. Because the reason why I asked this is because you can see like this section. See it? Like this, like, see it right here? There's like these weird sections. And then maybe this is crumbled down because it looks like this is all solid and everything. And all of a sudden, it's just crap. Here over here. Look at this. Like I said, archway, like a tunnel. Got this right here. And right here, there's another arch. And there's another one right here. Is it possible this is all a tunnel? Is it the continuation of that tunnel? I don't know. And like I said, here's those other anomalies. Those weird things right here. There's something in it. You can actually see whatever this is brown right now. Got this round circle. Got this right here. I don't know, guys. You know, like I said, look at, see that right there? There's this weird thing right here. Like I said, just look at this real carefully. You can see what looks like circle. Circle. It looks like it's flat at the top. Something right here, like an opening here. Opening. opening. Something coming down right there. It looks like legs to it. I don't know. I mean, but look at all of this in the back. This is what you got to be asking yourself. Now, you guys can disagree, and I always say this in my videos. You guys can totally disagree what I'm saying these things are. That's not my main point. My main point is look how close he is to this stuff. Like I said, these could be, you know, a bunch of stuffed animals for all I give a darn. It doesn't matter. The point is this is hidden. Okay? This is hidden. And then it's, you know, oh yeah, he's just looking for, like, these samples. Okay. Just kind of like they're doing it with Mars right now. Oh yeah, they're just looking for, like, you know, possible life, microbial. Yeah, okay. Well, of course, then now they're saying that there was possibly a good, strong chance that there was, you know, life on Mars, ancient times, you know. But you look at that and just back out of this and say, oh, well, yeah, I don't see anything in this picture. That looks cool. You know, but nobody looks at the details. Like, why is that so darn shiny and the rest of the area around it isn't? You got to question these things. Like I said, when you invert it, or just even just sharpen it up, I mean, you can see there's something in these pictures. This thing's all in this picture. And like I said, you guys can disagree what it is. I'm okay with that because everybody's got a different perspective and their own opinions. But I think we can agree on this is here. This stuff is here. Like I said, there's stuff right here just laying on the ground. Stuff right there. There's stuff right here. It's all over here, and it runs behind this ridge, and I believe it's the tunnel system. I think it's a continuation of the tunnel system. Look at the back of this one. This is what's really odd. I just noticed this now. Remember I said right this, and I said, yeah, that looks like a mountain. I said, it's probably the tunnels continuing from this one. This one being this mountain right here, where I told you this had this little piece right here, and it looked like it ran down, and so on and so forth to the other one. Well, how do we know that's another continuation? Look at this. Another one on this mountain. There's something way back in there. It looks squared off. See it? How the heck do we know? But just so people will know, they're like, well, how do we know these aren't? This isn't staged. Okay, ask yourself this question. I just showed you this rock, and you can tell it's BS because it's actually got shape to it. Okay? And if you look closer to it, it's actually, one, it's pixelated. That's for starters. It's pixelated really bad. I mean, you can look, I mean, compression lines are one thing, but you can see, like, fudge. Look at this. Like, it's all been blurred out right there. How come it's not just pixelated like that? Instead, it's fudged out. Pixelated. Now, if they go, well, you know, how do we know this isn't staged and this is, you know, simply stuff they're covering from the stage? Come on. These guys ain't that stupid. If you were going to fake something, you would clear anything that's got to do with stage hands, pots, you know, lighting, whatever you want to hide. You would hide it automatically so you wouldn't have to blur these things out. I think that would make more common sense, don't you think? So, but anyway, hey, I'm open up to any, you know, you guys can tell me what you think. I mean, me personally, I think this is the real McCoy. I think it's just been doctored up. I think this is the real deal. But there's also other things in this picture. He's not there for just checking out samples. Something tells me, no, I don't think that's the case at all. But this is the second part, guys. Like I said, go back to this first one and look at this one here and then analyze the tunnels in the first one and check this out and see what you guys come up with. Like I said, everybody's got the different perspectives, and I respect them all. Everybody's got their own opinions. I've got mine, you've got yours. Tell me what you think. But two things, ask yourself two things, and I say this a lot in my pictures. Are these natural or natural occurring, or is this stuff intelligently made? Okay, right here, all of this over here, this stuff in here. I mean, and here's the other thing, here's the other thing too. Is he really up there for these samples? Come on. If these, I mean, like I said, I don't care if you call these flower pots for all I care. The thing is, he's sitting right there and they're being hidden. To us, they're being hidden. To him, he's standing right there. He's not more than 35 feet away from this. 30, 35 feet. Maybe 50, 60 to this one. Maybe 60 to 70 of those over there. I don't know. But there's a bunch of stuff laying all over this ground. All over it. And it's there. And he's standing literally right there. Look at all this blur. Look at it all. Everywhere you look, it's just blurred out. And then pixelated out and digitalized out. This is right here, that weird thing up on the mountain here. And there's some crazy stuff up in here, but that might be another pod, guys. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to back on out of here. You guys tell me what you think. This is the picture you get. And, of course, I will leave this in the link as always. I don't have a problem with that. I'd rather do that anyway. But anyway, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. You'll find a bunch of wild stuff in here I think you'll like. And, you know, throw me a thumbs up. You know, I'd greatly appreciate it. And that's it. Throw a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think it is. I mean, maybe you guys seen something different I didn't. Um, is it just a bunch of rocks? I don't know why they'd hide rocks, but okay. I'm open to any ideas. I mean, I'm the same person. If you're on my channel, you're just curious about what could be on these particular, lunar surfaces, because I do Mars, different planets, different bodies, meaning comets, moons, you name it. I do it on this channel. I just look at I flip these pictures upside down, turn them inside out, just to see what we can find in them. We don't always have to agree on what this stuff is, but this is the reason why I want your input. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. You guys are my subscribers. I think you guys are great. I love the input you guys give me. It's different sometimes. Sometimes you agree. That's fine. That's what we're here for. With that, I'm going to let you guys go. Have a great night. And I will see you next pick.